Morning. Well, is it morning? No, it's afternoon. That's where the mind is. So there is little bits of water still getting in the building, but only a bit. So up there was one. Let me have a little wander around you. Up there, I've put some covering over the top. The windows, obviously the rain will drive through them, so it's just a simple 2x1 frame. Bit of crazy foam around the outside, polythene, as simple as that. So I'm just taking my time sort of going round, just measuring out for battens now, knock a little frame up, polythene them. I've still got the door for that, so that can hang on the pins and take off the thresholds. Got to come up with something for this, just a frame with like a side door or something, maybe OSB, just bits of water getting in, you see. So the temporary valley that me and Dave did, it's great, but there's little bits that where it does come through enough for it to be an inch deep in water on the inside of the floor. So me and Dave did talk about putting a gutter on the inside and then just feed it out the window, just anything temporary. But this is all I've got, this old cast stuff. Great, it just takes a while to get it together, nut and bolt it. I've had to extend some of the roof spars, just a bit of this, bit of that. Hopefully it'll work out. I haven't got an outlet. I'm going to make something up. I don't know what yet, but if we can just get the main run up to catch the water off the temporary valley, then that will do. weather getting in. Well, I have put some kind of guttering up. It's 2 different profiles of guttering. Lots of goo. Reminds me of something out of Wallace and Gromit. Different brackets. So, as you can see, I had to put, I don't know if that makes any sense. I had to just basically sort of replicate what the spar end should be like, because it's not there, you see, because it's, and that when it just this broke off. That one over there, you just put your finger through it. So I basically just made some spar ends, and then there it is. It's not, I don't know what it is, it's just on. But when we get the trickle coming off this cheek here, that's like expansion foam up there, but when it trickles in, it puts quite, as you can see down there, it's sort of putting this sort of like, it's about 1 inch deep. So Wallace and Gromit style, off it goes onto the tin. I'll sort out an outlet tomorrow, but my tea's ready. Huh? Things you have to do. The winter prepping. Because when the gale force 10 comes and the rain, this is what this is for.
I'm not sure it's going to survive gale force 10.
Oh, thanks. It will. What's up with it? Just need the roof on. Basically.
Yeah, ideally.
We just need the other roof on, but
there's many things to be done before that stage yet.
the chimney, that's the key. The next bit is the chimney, but we can't build on the slab until it's gone off. So once the chimney stacks up, then we can rip this roof off and put the ridge beams in and the wall plates on, and then we're ready for the big hit. This is ramshackle. This is what you call making it up. Pretty loose. It's embarrassingly bad. But what we're doing. So could have done with being tight, but I can't get it tight.
It's temporary. It's just to keep the water out.
That, but well, I'm putting a temporary window there so we could jam it in with that.
Right, come on, let's try it.
Hang on, it's coming. It's coming. There it is. There it is up there. So it was made up of a bit of this and that, but it's I'll make a door for it tomorrow. Pulled out some old lengths that were the old joists that was in the kitchen and the attic floorboards from the beginning. So I shall knock up some kind of braced and ledged gate tomorrow, just to make it easy access. You don't want to be doing that all the time. But it's yeah, so far so good really. I've actually run out of plastic. It takes a few days. It can take 3 to 4 days to get the plastic, so better get it ordered tomorrow. Look at the windows finished off till the real ones come. Ooh, can't wait. So, but yeah, keep that weather out as much as possible. Overall, it's been a productive day.
Hi guys, well Sam's gone now, so he's done a great job sealing up the windows, but he's had to go and do a little bit of joinery work to bring in some pennies that we definitely need right now for the build. And I am now going to be spending some time in here chipping off the old plaster, I guess it is. Some of the areas have got like 4 layers of plaster to get off, but it'd be great to expose the stone underneath and see what condition it's in. But there's a very limited amount of work we can do really at the moment, because we've got to wait for this concrete floor that we put in last week to harden, and that can take up to 28 days. Combining that with the fact that Sam's working and I've got a festival I have to take Isabella to in the UK that she goes to every year, we are going to struggle to do 2 videos a week. So we have decided that we're going to reduce it to 1 video a week for the rest of August, and that will be on the Saturday. That's the plan. Which brings me to my next point, is that a week on Saturday we're going to do a Q&A video. I'm not doing a live, they scare me to death. I just cannot do that, it freaks me out. So if you've got anything you want to know, any burning questions, then pop them in the comments, or on our Facebook or Instagram or on here, and we will do our best next Saturday to answer those. And I also just want to say, while I talk about comments, that we are so grateful to everyone who comments and says such beautiful things to us. I sometimes read those comments and I get all emotional, because people are just so lovely, and you know, they take time to write such lovely things, and I feel awful that I'm not having time to get through it all and reply. So I do my best. I'm going to try and do a few more while I'm at the festival, because I've got time on my hands, so I'm going to try and get through a few more, because I feel terrible not replying to everyone's beautiful messages. But yeah, thanks, and we do read them, and they do really help us along. I think Sam said it a few times, reading the comments makes us feel better, and it keeps us going, and it's like a morale boost really. So yeah, please keep them coming even if we don't reply, because it does mean the world to us, and it's nice to know people's thoughts. Perhaps not always, but mostly it's nice to know people's thoughts and what we're doing, and hearing other people's stories of their renovations. Yeah, it's nice. So yeah, keep them coming. Right, I've waffled on enough. I am going to get cracking and take off this plaster. I'm pooped. Have to admit, that's been hard work. So, day 1 of chipping off the plaster. So that's what I got done, and obviously cleared away all the rubbish because Sam would kill me if I didn't.
So tomorrow is a mission. It's going to be the wall that side and finish this one ideally all the way to the end, and then day 3 the other gable and this bit of the wall here. That is the plan. That's if my arms don't drop off first. Whew. But yeah, there is a little, potentially what was the chimney opening, so Sam suspected that. It's blocked up. I don't think we'll be opening it because that is pretty much where the wall, well, it's actually going to be in our bathroom, that, so I don't think we're going to be opening it up. It doesn't look particularly amazing, so what's the point really? So yeah, but it's interesting to see that there was one here at the end as well, because traditionally they do tend to have 2 fireplaces in these cottages, and obviously we only had the one that we took down, so yeah, it's interesting. Taking another little break because this one is the hardest wall for sure so far. The plaster is really thick. This is the thickest plaster that I've seen. I don't know if you can see that, but I'd say that was probably nearly a couple of inches thick. And then of course there's this green stuff. Now that green stuff is obviously perhaps maybe original from when the house was built, I don't know, but it's the most adhesive, shall we say. It's the one that's toughest to get off, which says a lot about whatever it was that they used originally is pretty good, whereas this newer stuff flakes off much easier. And yeah, I've got all these vines and things to remove. Yeah, it's a lot. It feels like tough. I don't know if it's hard because it's so thick here or whether I'm just feeling it from yesterday. Can't figure it out. But anyway, it feels slow today. Just thought I'd take a little break from chipping away the plaster to say Sam's Wallace and Gromit contraption, yes now, is working a treat. It's not stopped blooming raining for the past 2 days. I have to get changed on decking because there'll be a camera battery. Oh, I'm too full of plaster. Oh, the people have just arrived to take the 2 little black kittens that we're fostering. First ever successful foster. It's a little bit sad actually. Anyway, I better go and hand the little sweethearts over. Is that where they are now? Morning, good day 3 today. A bit windy out there today, but on and off rain. So once again I'm in here. I'm not able to really be pointing outside, but anyway, Sam's pretty chuffed with how far I've got. He had a look last night when he came in from work. So yeah, he is going to be taking over when I leave for the UK. He is going to have to repoint and stabilise all these walls. There's a lot of areas where the stone is just falling down, and as you probably saw in the video, that bit behind me here is particularly bad, as are the gable ridges. So yeah, there's a lot of rebuilding and structural stuff to still get through, unfortunately. So Sam, bless him, is going to have 10 days while I'm in the UK of getting this pointed, and then he has to go, when I come back from the UK, he's going to have to go back to work again for a bit. So we're potentially going to have to look to get somebody else in to rebuild the chimney, I think. We're not 100% decided on that yet, but just because we're on the deadline with the grant, and Sam's never really done block work before, so we were kind of don't know whether we're getting some quotes anyway, so that when Sam finishes this job that he's doing, he can then put the stud work on the walls, build the first floor up, and then we can get the roof put on. So that's kind of what we're looking to try and get done, just to give you a bit of an idea of the timeline. So we're hoping to have the roof on before the end of October, the proper roof, the main one. Yeah, that's the plan. It's pretty easy to get this off. It's literally just flakes off. This is why we have to take this off. If anyone's wondering why we're removing it, because we're going to stud it anyway, so it won't be seen. The reason we're removing it is because we have a airflow gap that's going to be mechanical airflow, and if all of this over time is just crumbling into the gap between the stud and the insulation and the breathing membrane and all that kind of stuff, it's going to block up that airflow gap. And also we know that there was some structural repair works we needed to do, so hence why it's important that we get this right and do it properly, because we could have just left it and just ignored it, but that would probably have been a mistake because it's not that great under there. Anyway, I'm going to crack on.
I'm going to clear up, and I think I'm going to leave it there this week. I think there's only so much moving plaster anybody wants to see. Hopefully we'll see you next Saturday for our Q&A, and the Saturday after will be more of an update on where we're up to with the cottage. Thanks for watching. See you soon.